Right, so to lua loita, den hit, den gaelic repayments, Evan, Ashik, nabe. So Ashik, den hit Ashik, Kodumla, raised we step backwards. So can you come to P, present value, because we discount backwards is A over 1 plus I. Okay? Now, raised, when you know darne Ashik, so lua loita, then darne Ashik, repayment to shin Kodumla A for 1 plus I squared. Okay? Agus can you got a breher fate blian, it is fate repayment to Lajen. Now, quite just more than that, but there's a head of 20 years and so on, you have 720 odd repayments. Okay, so to the goal of dot, G stress, right, so G, Lua Loita, then Ash Ik Journal. Okay, agus a reach. Huh? Aye, because you have to go live in the heat. Aye, just in the head verse and then screw to dot, right, he's Gene can journal because you have to go to screw all, because now so good to fade in your tongue, so they're just up to a number of years. So it's A is going 1 plus I, agus prehension and fade blian, so therefore it will be T. Okay? So reached, change to insurance. Now, so 3, so just bug machine Swiss. So 3 cartilage and Lua, so the equation of value, Tesco and equal P Kodumla, agus someone to assess the repayments in the league. So it's A is gone 1 plus I plus A is gone 1 plus I squared plus A is gone 1 plus I cubed plus dot all the way to Escogene payment journal A is gone 1 plus I to the power of T. Okay. Now, G accumulating shop is a geometric series. Okay. So race my G has a backnation around a geometric series. To A Kodumla J. So my lock within your Sharmer geometric series. Test going to A head charmer to Yihin. Kodumla A, which the Kodumla A is gone 1 plus I. So shin the head charmer. Okay, so I'm just going to walk with some this. JR can be added to the common ratio. J to me J nu I have Lian to me J made for 1 over 1 plus I. So raised task equal R Kodumla 1 over 1 plus I. Okay, it's in the R, I guess obviously to T is T. So N in this case is equal to T because N isn't just the formula. Okay, so N is your time T. Okay. Now, ocean task good gene formula and that's for a sum of geometric series. So race go back to the formula. So to Sn, so just image and show the formula. So to Sn Kodumla A for 1 minus R to the N is gone 1 minus R. So shin the formula to me go usage. So usage in all the shownash subalish your Sn sum of all payments. Okay, we should take again in. So it's a geometry, so just doing our second edition to screw and then tomorrow we'll go to Skajin to all of them pitch. Okay, we should again in you. Just a couple of bomb chalative. So linear star formulation in us. Linear star formulation in us from your Sn. So Sn is P. It's P equals because the sum of all geometric sequence section Kodumla P, so your Sn is P. So raised from linear with the formula. Okay, so what's in chalk to P Kodumla. Now A should A over 1 plus I. Medifa, so reach 1 minus r. So the r comes 1 over 1 plus I to the power of t. The ligascan here minus 1 over 1 plus I. So to just a linear star formula. And then we simplify. Okay, so how do we simplify? So here at the entity, medi, the top is the bottom for 1 plus I. So medi top is the bottom for 1 plus I. Now, my vedem se shaw for 1 plus I, to say just call it halu malis you can't shaw. Because my cheat shaw lig medu. So my vedem se shaw for 1 plus I, to my fakil la p, codumla, a bracket, hien minus 1 over 1 plus I to the power of t. Now raise just vedem my marsha. 1 to the power of t is 1, 1 plus I to the power of t. Which is okay again. So to just vedem my shaw lig for 1 plus I, so you have to raise the shaw. And therefore to my factor t for 1 to the power of t is 1, 1 plus I to the power of t. A ligascan. Now, my vedem se shaw for 1 plus I, you to 1 plus I minus 1. Now, reached, we have to share 1 plus I minus 1, shen I, agus to the I sus kg, median t for I. Okay? No, it's 1 plus I minus 1 is just I. So raise to glass in the screw to p, cosmla a, for 1 minus 1 over 1 plus I to the power of t, a ligascan I. To the I sus kg shen, so to my factor la ip, cosmla a by 1 minus 1 over 1 plus I to the power of t. So I to the power of p cosmla shen. And then screw my shawnish more single fraction. So screw shawnish more single fraction. Do you mean what goes this? So can we charge screw more single fraction? Daddy, you knew Evan. So IP, cosmla A, brackets. Now, my screw my charge more single fraction. Shouldn't write kernel 1 plus I to the power of t minus 1 over 1 plus I to the power of t. So just rewrite as a single fraction. Is it okay? Okay. Agus these tiglan shouldn't nash horses kujin tiwala. Agus test gun nash goal IP. Can you come to me get A equals? So raise me back kujin know the difference. Slime coordinate dot A. So we want A equals in terms of P, T, agus I. So we just get A of T, Y, and Zano dollar T, well. So raise test goodness, you image I, medifa, 1 plus I to the T, medifa P, cosmla A, for 1 plus I to the T minus 1. So reach, I guess, shouldn't leak a heart, I guess, raise test goodness, school A, cosmla. So just for my leak sheet, full line, and then just flip or swap all your heart. So you to principal P, medifa shaw, so it's I for 1 plus I to the T. The ligascan, I used to reach to the round for shaw and shaw. So reached it's 1 plus I to the T minus 1. I guess shin the formula. Okay. Hannickson and Yeaster leaving start couple of blame, I think quick the shape on the hunt, and it was worth 20 marks. Out of a 70 mark question, it was worth 20 marks. So it reached tricky, but it reached just the test all into loans and mortgages. Okay? Sure. Sure. Sure.
Yeah, V and T, so it's like...
Right, so to the kind for the T wasn't sure here, do we?
Yeah, no, it's just below.
Right, so can you come here? Just dealing with Dalton Shaw. American test A over B to the power of T. Shouldn't write kernel A to the power of T over B to the power of T. So, American test 1 over 1 plus I to the power of T. Shouldn't write kernel 1 to the power of T What's anything 1 to the power of anything? It's 1. Yeah, so it's 1 over 1 plus I to the power of t, which is equal to 1 over 1 plus I to the t. Do you know that? Yeah, that's a good valid question, J. Harley. So just back to basic indices, back to those indices, okay? Right, so rest, the good news is, caiis sin ólam. Is need caiis sin ólam off by heart mo the honey Christian and financial maths. So cur highlight al sin agus Jane Kench will table yen. Now, Merkin to when we free tell you question in the text though. Okay? Now in the text though. Now the formula for A in terms of P and I is given on page 31 of the formula table. Take the goal L shot in the your table. But kite is be able to have free shot that AL. So you need to show where it comes from. So it's like cost of proof. Kite to G chest. Okay? Test all the go good in the door table you're then at all heat. Then it's a formula so that. So it's just kite that day we such and such. Okay? Now these amortisation formula, suppose the principal B is repaid in full by a series of annual repayments of A starting 1 year and continuing for 2 years with an annual percentage rate of 5, then the A quadratic formula in the shop. Now, as it stands, okay, the amortisation formula can only be used when you take Latin formula shall usage. Only. Using which a formula shall when there's to every key there is a single loan P given at the beginning of the transaction. So at least you get a loan for say $250,000 or whatever. Okay? And you have to repay back equal payments. Every day the loan is completely paid off along with interest by a series of T equal regular repayments starting one period after the loan is given. Okay, so it's repaid after the loan is given. Okay, now this formula can be adapted to repayment over any regular periods of time, not just yearly payments. However, in this case, I is the interest rate for the compounding period used, for example, year, month, and week, and T is the number of repayments, not the number of years. So this usually mine to create a loan in a mortgage, usually in most financial institutions, we could yield back for nothing. Mostly. Because you could do weekly repayments, because you depend on the situation, but very rarely, unless you're big companies taking loans of millions, then you probably pay back you. So just a dollar. Okay? Now, at least, in practice, loans and mortgages tend to be repaid on a monthly basis, as we see in example 2. Then it is important to calculate the equivalent monthly rate of interest for the interest rate we have given. So, amortisation calculations can be performed by using geometric series, or in most cases by using the amortisation formula above. When using geometric series, a common device is to let V equal 1 over 1 plus I. Now, this H being that gives us 1 over 1 plus I, for instance, the start just V from the honey. It just makes the initial calculation just that wee bit simpler. Because when you come in, we're over this amount 1 over 1 plus I, it is to the factor 0.00 what. So these kind of call them Kindle and memory button usage of the calculator. What's the DB Kindle and memory button usage of the calculator? That's in the M plus. Like, take lots of values stored out for you A, B, C, D, E, F, equals G of the calculator. Output to A, G, B, A, G, F on the one. In Jadic, no? Yeah. If you in Jadic or the calculator to A, B, C, D. Chin memory cells for the calculator. And this aberration, we're offered this amount 1 over 1 plus V, and it was 8 to 10 decimal places, which you have to use. So next obviously type of the you store it in your memory cell or the calculator, and then you just use that letter. Kaiwas and Kaiwas the John Johnson secondly, and if I need to see she's entirely figure out. I can't remember Then we show how the end was in fully jam because we only do it once every year. Okay, so Kaima actually check that in the lesson. Okay. One mentioned the I. Cortestan Blue. I'll try and figure it out how we can in the lay and new lease. Okay, so that's your very straightforward actually, but I just can't remember doing the buttons around it. There's plus in the calculator's ruler and that's a little bit different, so I'll have to work it out. But we need to show how to Google or YouTube video jantic and how to use the memory button on your calculator. Okay, right. So erased outness your sample dot. So soon class the history he installed with generally goodness you want. Right? Suppose David and Jean take a mortgage, i.e. a loan now of 200,000 to buy a house. They agree to repay this loan plus interest by a series of equal monthly repayments starting in 1 month's time and continuing for 20 years. The effective annual rate of interest is 6%. Right, we have with the hot rate. Okay? Now, every he find the monthly interest rate that is equivalent to an effective annual rate of 6%. Is Mark Shusha or Markin to back measure the Mox paper, Shanikel Park and Kesavir Mox paper. Calculate the annual monthly rate. Okay? Now, to find the monthly interest rate that is equivalent to an effective annual rate of 6%, give your answer in decimal form correct to 8 decimal places. So this try to hold that 8 decimal places because 8 decimal places is massive when it comes to financial mathematics. Okay? Now, these use geometric series to find the monthly repayment David and Jean have to make on their mortgage. So these because of the formulas on top. Go let over mark to the G record. Again, evidence 3 use the amortisation formula to check your answer to part 2. So every he just going to just a monthly annual rate. So 1 plus I to the power of 12 equals 1.06. So raised to I equals 0.00486755. So it's in the I. Now, let A be their equal monthly repayments and let B equal 1 over 1 plus I. So these is just sub on the B in us and F is 1 over 1 plus I going. Alright, so to B equals 1 over 1 plus I, sub on the I we saw remarkable to part again, I gives you to 0.9951560277. Now, taking the focal date to be the date of getting the loan, the present value for the loan is 200,000. They will have to make 20 by 12, so 240 repayments. Right, what's the Jenny? When you're ball for you to learn, just leave, read, sample dot, and then we'll just continue on. Try like you kiss your hand in the stop. Right, just try out kiss your hand in the stop. Yeah, read, sample dot. Ian, like it says, try out kiss your hand in the stop when you're balling at the hop. Okay?